this nice one-bedroom apartment. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching the tube. And you come running in, and you run up to me, and you say, I'm gonna have a baby! Nola, can you believe that? A baby! I mean, whether that's a dream or not, that just makes me so happy.
Well, it is only a dream, Floyd.
Yeah, I know. I think that it'd be nice to be a reality. I mean, I know I could be a good husband and a good father. And, well, especially if we had a little girl. Well, I want her to look just like you. She'd be so pretty. Nola, why didn't you tell me? Why?
Floyd, what are you doing here? How did you find me?
It's a long story. We got here as fast as we could.
We who?
Your mom and your brother are outside. They're talking with the doctor. He said that you're recuperating. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Why didn't you tell me, Nola?
I couldn't, Floyd. I couldn't.
I love you so much. You know that I'd never think that you got pregnant so you could trap me into marrying you?
Please don't.
No, please, just let me say something. I still love you. Someday we can have another baby.
Didn't Dr. Russo tell you?
Tell me what? You're all right, aren't you, Nola?
Yeah.
What? Please tell me.
They took me down to the operating room and they started to give me anesthetic and I didn't have an abortion. I didn't have it.
You're still gonna have her baby? Ow! I was praying all the way up here that something like that would happen. Oh, no, everything's gonna be all right now. I promise.
Listen, I really liked this Carrie Todd. What did you think?
I thought she was wonderful. But, of course, how can you help but like someone who has such a positive approach to life? I mean, and such an enthusiasm about everything in the world.
She certainly does. God. Listen, you know Evie a lot better than I do. How do you think she's going to react when she finds out that Ross is seeing her on a regular basis?
I'm not sure. Evie's very fond of Ross. She always has been, always will be. I think she gave up on the possibility of anything permanent between them after Vanessa told her about something that Ross did. And ever since then, she just hasn't been able to really trust him. Or at least that's what she told me.
Well, if I were Evie, I wouldn't believe anything Vanessa had to say, or take it too seriously.
Evidently, Ross confirmed it, so she had to believe it.
Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed that my brother Ross doesn't miss this opportunity.
But to hear you talk, they're ready to walk right down the aisle.
Haven't you ever heard of love at first sight?
Only once. First time I met you.
Don't you ever stop. Because I don't know what I'd do if you ever stopped loving me.
I never will. And if you don't believe me, in another month, there'll be a brand new Marlar in the world to prove it.
Well, that's the nicest thing that could happen.
I consider myself an amateur expert on the subject, so I can safely say this is probably one of the finest French provincial restaurants I've ever eaten in.
Wait a minute. What, pray tell, is an amateur expert?
An amateur expert is someone who has not technically been there to sample the food themselves, but would be perfectly willing to cook up something and let you judge for yourself, as soon as I get my kitchen in order.
Ah. Well, in that case, I accept. You've never been to France?
No, but I'd love to.
You know, I find that very strange. I mean, in a job like yours, I would think you'd have been around the world at least twice by now.
Nothing that glamorous, except what I heard Diane say today is that I'm going to be flying around the country meeting all the art directors from the various Spalding branches.
Oh, well, sometime or another, then you'll probably be in Chicago.
Yeah? She said Chicago. Why?
Oh, my sister, Laney, and her new husband, they live there now. You know, I think you should give Laney a call. I think you'd like her.
If she's anything like you or your brother, I'm sure I will.
Well, I don't know if she is or she isn't. But why don't you make a note to that effect so that when you get to Chicago, you know what you're doing?
You really like to kid me about that notebook, don't you?
Look, the only reason I do that is because I'm very jealous of your organizational ability.
Are you putting me on?
Why would you say that?
Because I'm not organized. I couldn't even find my purse at your brother's house.
You couldn't even find your airline ticket on the day that you were going back to Milwaukee.
Well, I'm right then. You are putting me on.
No, not at all. Look, may I say something to prove that?
Sure.
The more I'm around you, the more I wonder why some intelligent, good-looking fellow hasn't snapped you up and married you long ago. I said something wrong.
No. But may I say something? Two things, in fact.
Sure.
First of all, what you said was very complimentary. And, as I said before, compliments embarrass me, and that's the slight blush you see.
It's very becoming. What's the second thing?
You have incredibly beautiful eyes. You react exactly the way I do to compliments.
Oh.
It's nice. I like it, Ross.
Oh, nice. A grown man blushing in a public place. Thanks, anyway.
Thank you for a wonderful evening. Ross, I'm afraid it's getting to be that time.
Hmm? Yeah, well, it's a little after 11:30.
It's 11:30, Ross. I've got to be up at the crack of dawn, please.
All right. Let me get the check and then get you home. Yeah? Can we get a check, please? Yeah. What are you looking for now?
I'll find it. Don't worry.
Lord, don't tell me you've lost your purse again.
No, I haven't lost my purse. I either left it in the bathroom or maybe I left it in the car. But just do me a favor and save all your smart remarks for when I've really lost something, okay? I just have to think about this for You had it all along. Nice, Ross. Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't ask.
Alan, it is just silly for you to go all the way back to your club when you could easily just sleep right here on the sofa. Lord knows you've done it before.
Oh, thank you. But if Hope called for any reason, or Bert, I want to be able to get back to them.
Well, you can call your club for your messages. All right, I won't push it.
Well, thank you for working so late, and thank you for your hospitality.
And thank you for our takeout Chinese dinner.
Oh, nothing but the best. It was the least I could do since you gave up your evening to help me catch up on my business.
Our business. So, same time, same place tomorrow night?
If you don't mind.
Trust me, I don't mind a bit.
Thank you. You're a good friend. Good night.
Good night. Drive carefully.
I'm praying for the day when Amanda's well enough to take over the lion's share of my responsibilities. And then when Philip's out of college, she can teach him the ropes.
Sounds wonderful. Where do I fit in?
You'll just be answering to Amanda and Philip instead of me.
Oh, no, Alan, that is not the way I see it at all.
I saved these tapes to protect myself from that day ever happening.
Why don't you just relax in here with your brother? I'll go into the kitchen and help Floyd.
Ma, I just went in there to get a glass of milk for Nola.
Well, he's probably hungry. I'll make some sandwiches. Nola, I'm awfully glad you didn't go through with the abortion.
Yeah.
Things looking a little better for you now, huh?
Around here? You must be kidding.
Well, listen to me. You better grab this chance to get yourself out of this mess and marry Floyd before he finds out about what went on with Kelly. If he ever finds out about that, he'll never marry you.
Well, what if I don't want to marry Floyd?
Then you're stupid. Nola, will you listen to me? Look, if you do the right thing now, all those people at the hospital who know what went on with Kelly are going to think, okay, here's a girl that made some mistakes. She's willing to make it up to the people she hurt and make things right for her baby.
Well, I don't care what they think.
Well, you care what Kelly Nelson thinks. And if you do the honorable thing, even Kelly will forgive you in time.
Look, Tony, I'm not asking for forgiveness from anybody.
Nola, you're in trouble. You understand me? Big trouble. You only got one way out of this thing, one way. And his name is Floyd Parker.
Did you call me, Tony?
No, Floyd, well, I was just going to help Mom with the sandwiches, I guess.
I'm real sorry I got so emotional at the hospital. But I thought that you, well...
Well, look, I know what you thought. Let's not go through it all again, okay? I'm not feeling so good.
I really meant what I said before. I want us to get married right away. That way nobody will know about the pregnancy except Mom and Tony. I'm sorry, with everything else going on. I know how much you like the romance and all. Nola, what I'm trying to say is that I love you more than ever. And I know that I can make you happy. Or at least try. Marry me, Nola. Be my wife.